I'm Andy Durkis. I'm 21 years old, and I'm originally from Redford, Michigan. I moved to Detroit originally for school. I go to Wayne State University. I live in the area right around Wayne State. It's usually called Midtown area by most people. The area I'm in is mostly students. I think most people would say it's one of the safer neighborhoods, primarily because of all the students that are here. I think for the most part I have a positive effect on the city of Detroit. I'm here primarily for school. I spend most of my time doing schoolwork or just socializing with people in the area. Because I live right down here, I end up giving a lot of my business to the local stores and businesses in the area and helping support them. Yeah, I have noticed more young people down here the past year or two, and I think overall it's having a pretty positive effect. More things are getting done, there's more events happening. There's more of a reason to want to come down here. It just keeps multiplying. The university bringing people here is affecting more than just the immediate area around the university. Obviously that's where you're going to see the most dramatic effect by it, but it spills over to the other areas too, quite a bit. The people being here, a lot of times they'll see the things that are going on, the grassroots movements and stuff like that, and they start getting involved with it, and they get kind of attached, and they end up staying here longer than they originally planned, even when they're done with school and done with what they had originally come down here for. I think the place I fit into is not necessarily as one of the leaders of the things that are happening down here, but I'm a participant. I'm going to the events, participating in some of the activities that are going on down here, and overall having a pretty positive effect on everything. I'm one of the people contributing to these activities and their success, and overall helping to move the city in a new, more positive direction.
My name is Eric McCullum. I'm from Detroit, the west side. I'm 22 years old. I lived in Detroit all my life, the whole 22 years of my life. Born and raised here in different parts. I have been seeing a lot of people move in, it's all our city. You can't really tell somebody where to move and where not to move, so I don't care who move around me. It's just like, they looking for something like I'm looking for something new, they looking for something new. I know they've been building a bunch of new apartment buildings and condominiums and things like that for the college kids and stuff like that. And I did hear people talking about that even at my job, because she used to stay over there in the project area and everything, and they remodeling everything and all these kids moving in. Who are we to stop them? We let them do what they want to do. They're not in our way, and most likely, you never know, we might become friends with them or something like that. You can't really judge nobody and be mad about something that you can't say anything about that. You can't get mad about it. If you get people that take care of their things like people that do out in the suburb, we can have this type of stuff, but then people run around oh, Detroit's so bad, this and this and that. It's not really bad. It's the people that that we know, these other people out here, they making it bad. They getting mad at things that they doing to themselves that's hurting their city. Then they wondering why someone coming from out of here, out of the city, across Telegraph, across somewhere else, Redford, Westland. They're like, why they coming here? Maybe because they want to. Y'all messing it up, so they gonna take what y'all messing up and redo it and better it for themselves. It's crazy to me because I don't understand, how could something that was so good mess up throughout the years? I don't like it no more. But I guess this is where I live. So I find something better, man.
My name is Rolando Garcia. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Moved away when I was 11 years old and went to school in the suburbs. And what really drew me back to the city was the fact that there were so many projects happening on a weekly basis. It seemed like new one was popping up. And I wanted to be here as much as possible to try to get a part of certain things that were happening. Went to high school in Woodhaven, and they had a graphic arts department, which kind of got me interested in the whole graphic design thing, and then I kind of brought that back out here trying to make some stuff happen. Most of the people I come into contact with that are working on projects are new to Detroit. Whether, new meaning, within the past 5 years moving in. And I think that is even more exciting than, say, inviting the people that were already here doing stuff, because that stuff's always been happening. Like even as population dwindled, there's always been people still working on art projects in the art community and making music. But having new and fresh people coming in and even adding to that history makes it, much better and much more exciting that things will keep going. And I wholly welcome, more people to come to the city and see what it has to offer them, because it has a lot. It's just constantly been an up and down battle trying to make this city work, and anything that adds progress to it is going to be good for it. I usually try to have a positive effect on the area around me as much as possible. And there's not like a whole lot I can do a lot of times because of time and money. Mostly time, because a lot of projects that need volunteers and it's just time. I wish I had more to give, but my contribution to the neighborhood and the community is just to be able to try to connect to more people and offer up what I do have, and that is space, and that is my certain services I can provide them. But I feel like I could do more, and that's really what my focus is for the coming springtime next year, is to be able to be working on a couple different projects that really put me in this place 100% of the time. It's definitely going to be good.
My name is Liz Teifer. I'm 22 and I'm originally from Las Vegas, Nevada. I moved to Michigan in 2006 to go to University of Michigan. I moved to Detroit probably like less than a month ago. I moved because I wanted to move somewhere different than Ann Arbor. I never really planned on staying there after school, and then I went to Burning Man, and everyone I met at Burning Man was like, you have to move to Detroit. So I moved to Detroit. I mean, it's similar to Ann Arbor in the campus sense, but it's definitely a hell of a lot different too. And then it reminds me a lot of Vegas and more of like the culture and the setup and being in that city atmosphere again, which I really like and enjoy. It's a little bit safer here because the university has their own police force, and it's a little bit more affluent, I think, because of the students and the people coming in for school. For the most part, everyone I meet is super friendly and super nice, and like I go down the street, whether I've been like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, they want to stop and talk to me, usually about my hair. They want to know about my hair or something like that, and everyone has something to say to you or like wants to get to know you. And so I haven't had too much really negative experience with the community. It's all been very positive. I think for the most part, people just assume that I'm one of the college kids, except for like some of the local businesses I'm getting to know. But definitely for the most part, I'm kind of just a face in the crowd down here. I don't know if I have like affected the community yet in a month span. We'll see. Hopefully I'll affect it somehow in a positive way. We'll see.